All right, hey guys, what's up? Matt here.
Hogan here.
And today we are talking about some items for the angler who has everything.
Everyone has an angler in their life that basically has bought everything, and if they need it, they go buy it.
It's kind of like us.
Definitely kind of like us. I think I stopped getting fly fishing gear for Christmas 2 decades ago.
So what we have here is just like a little curated batch of some products that you can never have enough of, or maybe are kind of maintenance or day-to-day ops type stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff that you use, an angler's going to use every day on the river that you may have to, go by the fly shop on a Friday and purchase that, if you have them in your bag, you get them as a gift, you are incredibly stoked.
Weight systems. So we have kind of 3 little configurations here that are multi-packs. And what do you see being the benefit here, Hogan?
Basically what you have in all these is a wide range of weights. I mean, most of the time we're fishing in this heavy category, but if I travel to fish somewhere else, I'm going to need these lighter ones.
Right.
And they're not stuff that I carry or own. They're something I'm going to have to go get.
Yeah, exactly.
So, realistically, it's always nice to have a good selection to either get it down a little deeper or lighten up if you need to.
Our drop systems, they come in camo and black. We have black ones here today. So check them out. It's something that an angler, it's just one of those consumables that an angler in your life uses all the time.
Yes.
So this is like more of a preventable maintenance piece for me, but it's our lineup kit. And I always think of fly lines like skin.
Yeah.
So if you don't take care of your skin, it gets a little bit rough.
Yeah.
So the fly line, it's kind of the same thing. So you could buy this kit and then avoid that $120 line purchase down the road.
Yeah, I mean, the cost of fly lines nowadays, I mean, that's a Christmas gift in itself.
Right.
And, one thing that most anglers don't ever do is clean their line. And when you do it, you always go, I should have done this a long time ago. This really makes a difference. And
yeah, like when it floats on the surface.
Yeah, exactly. When it floats on the surface. Perfect analogy. So yeah, this is a great thing, and I guarantee you your fly angler in your life is not buying this for himself.
Right.
So it's a great thing that if you open this up on Christmas in your stocking or attached to a gift, you're like, oh, I needed that.
If you're nymphing and you're hitting bottom, or you're throwing big flies for streamers or saltwater fishing, sharpening your hooks is kind of important. Flies aren't really always the cheapest thing.
No, and especially I always tell people the flies that need to be sharpened are the most expensive flies usually. A nice steelhead fly, a nice bonefish fly, a big saltwater fly, a streamer.
Yeah.
You're investing $10, $7 in some of those.
Yeah. So a hook hone, what this does is it sharpens hooks, and
when I'm guiding, I use this daily, and it was one of those tools that I didn't know I needed. I didn't know I needed it until I realized how much I needed it.
Right.
Because I'd start to get a hook back and look at it and be like, oh yeah, you should probably sharpen that down if you want the guy that's paying you to, get into that fish next time. And so a lot of us don't even realize how dull our hooks become when we are fishing. So this is, again, a tool that most anglers in your life are not going to buy for themselves.
Right.
And it's just, most of us probably know in the back of our mind we need it. We just don't take the time to sharpen our hooks, or definitely go buy a hook home.
Yeah, absolutely. A killer tool all around, and it's a Mitten scissor clamp. And the thing I like about this, especially holidays and winter, is most tools require you to have a lot of dexterity.
Yes.
This one doesn't.
So this is, your typical scissor cut, pinch barbs, pull hooks out. And I'm a newbie to the benefits of the Mitten Clamp. And one thing, and it's not just for cold weather, one of the coolest things that I like about this is we lose tools all the time. Yeah. Right? And one of the things with this is the way this locks here, as the handles compress and lock, it's great to clamp onto a lanyard, great to clamp onto the handle of a boat bag. You can lock this onto something and not lose it.
Right.
You know, and all the benefits of being in the cold and having the ability to use it with mittens or gloves on.
Right, right, yeah. And last but not least is the Rogue DBarb plier. And now this one kind of for me transcends from the vise to the boat.
Yes.
A lot of times I debarb all my trout stuff just because, like, at the vise. And I think maybe it's just Northern California, but our DFGs love putting it in their shirt.
Yes. The cotton trick or the
cotton shirt trick. So this is
this kind of crosses the board. I mean, this could be a bench tool. I mean, this can sit right in your, you know, your coffee mug with all your tools in it while you're tying flies. Or, you know, I guide on a couple waters where, you know, we fish barbs and then the next one we don't fish barbs, or even on some of our waters it's you float into the section that you can now fish barbs or can't fish barbs. And I can never seem to find a tool to pinch barbs when I need it. I've come up with, like, taking the bigger fly and trying to smash the barb down. I've come up with all sorts of creative ways. And so I actually have in my boats, I have about 3 or 4 of these in various locations because, as you said, there's a stiff penalty if your barb comes out with some cotton fibers on it out of the cotton ball. So these are great. It's again one of those tools that most of us wouldn't buy for ourselves, but when we get it, we're like, awesome.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
This is super useful. Thank you, whoever thought of this and gave it to me.
Right. So yeah, there's 5 things that you could get for the person in your life who has everything, and that they would never be like, oh, tube socks.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, that's about it. And thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you next time.